Tell me about the book.
Well, it's about a little girl named Marlene who has some social skill issues. She's young enough where she could probably be talked out of being a bully. She is mean to the kids. She trips them, she pokes them, and all in an effort to make friends, believe it or not. And so basically it's from the point of view of the bully. It's from the point of view of the kid who just wants to connect and doesn't know how to do it. And it ends up that she has no friends. There's this one character named Big Freddie who says, she's really not that scary. It's just that her shadow is large and we give her all our power and we don't need to. And now all of a sudden she doesn't have their fear and she has to try a different tact. So she doesn't change her stripes though, and that's what was real important to me and Laura and Elizabeth, who are my co-writers in this, is we don't want this like we're beating the spirit out of this kid. She's probably gonna head up a company someday and she's probably gonna tell people what to do for the rest of her life, but she's learning how to do it in a way that will actually, net good results for her and make her a happier person.
And what made you decide to write a picture book, and now at this point?
Well, Tricia Tusa did the illustration, and I think it's just great. I think she's wonderful, but I don't know that we set out to do a picture book so much as Laura is a psychologist, and she always wanted to write a book from the point of view of a bully. And one day the three of us, Elizabeth, Laura, and I, were sitting around, and we realized we were kind of bullies growing up. I know I certainly was. And it was all an effort to make friends. I would tell people what to do. If we were playing games, I would take them over and I would change the rules. And, I just didn't know how to connect. And so Laura and Elizabeth had their own brand of bullying as they were growing up. And Laura said, let's do this, let's actually write it. And then we, Random House decided to publish it, and they hooked us up with Tricia, and she just did an amazing job. Really, really captured for us Marlene with the red hair and the bow a little too big and the freckles, and she's skinny and maybe doesn't, dress that well, doesn't know what makes, is flattering on her. She kind of looks a little awkward, and that was really important to us too, because we felt that way as kids.
So was there a big Freddie in your life when you were bullied?
Yeah, I had a teacher once, Mrs. Bonn, B-O-N-N, who said basically, I was out, I fought back with a boy who kind of teased me, and I pushed him. I was physical with him, and everybody applauded. And I did it the next day because I wanted the applause. And she said, I know you think that you're real smart, but that actually is a very cowardly behavior. And she said, you will catch more bees with honey. And I remember that, so I thank her for that.
And that stuck with you?
Yeah, it stuck with me.
Changed your ways?
I don't know that it changed me right away. In the same way with it, I don't think I changed my stripes, but I just learned how to deal with kids in social situations a little better, which is what we wanted to do with Marlene.
Did you have any favorite books growing up?
I liked the Dick and Jane books, and not just because one of the characters was named Jane, but I remember they were big. They were almost made out of wood. Maybe they were wood. Remember those books that you would get? I remember those in the library in second and third grade, and I liked those very much. I was kind of a TV watcher. I wish I'd had a book like this.
Oh, were you?
Growing up, yes.
Are you a reader now?
I'm a big reader now, yes. Thank God for the e-readers. We were just talking about that. I have terrible lighting in my house, and I was noticing I don't read a book because I don't have good lighting, and then they came out with the e-readers, and now I read on my phone, I read on my iPad.
And there'll be an audio version?
I just recorded the audio version of this book this morning.
Oh, that's great.
It was fun. When we were writing the book, I said, as we were writing it, I said, I can't wait to do the audio book. Can't wait to read this out loud. So I think it's written very well, and there's kind of a voice to it of kind of like a scary, cautionary tale. I kind of did my best Linda Hunt impression.
Oh, nice. What advice would you give a child who's being bullied or a child who is a bully?
It's such a tough thing. When you, if you tell on the bully, you could, you kind of put yourself at risk to be bullied even more, but I think you just have to. I think it's a really tough situation, and I think parents really need to stay conscious and watchful and notice any changes in their kids, because it's a situation where a kid can be really powerless, and we really need to dive in there and help them out. But kids, tell your parents, tell the principal.
Do you have the writing bug now? Are we going to see more of books?
I do have a little bit of the writing bug, and I'm writing some material for myself. I'm doing a cabaret at 54 Below here in New York
Oh.
in June, and so I've been kind of busy working on that, kind of crafting that. And so yeah, I'm enjoying writing these days.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.